Hey guys, thanks for checking out the Hillside Gardener. My name is Dave and I'll be part of this little adventure of ours today. And today I would like to do another pot review. This is the Ricotta Peru Cusco. It's a capsican pubescence from Peru, I believe. Because Cusco is not going to show through, I'm wasting your time. Southern part of Peru, capital of the Incan Empire, way back in the day. The Ricotta peppers are a regional specialty. Tons of cooking purposes. You know, when I was in Peru, I can vouch, they use the Manzano / Ricotta peppers a lot. They eat them fresh, they stuff them, they use them in sauces, etc., etc. Yeah, so don't get the Ricottas confused with Aji peppers, because those are also a bacatum from South America. This is a different genus of the capsicum pepper branch. Anyways, so enough with that. Let's go ahead and talk about the pepper itself. This bush is absolutely profuse. It is covered in these little orange, almost a yellowish orange color pods. They get about the same size as I don't know, they're about the size of your thumb, maybe the first knuckle probably, but they don't get any bigger than that. It's a pretty uniform type of plant. When I noticed one thing when I was picking them, much like a serrano, if you've ever grown serranos, when they're ripe, the top just kind of falls right off. There's no pulling the stem off, you don't have to break it off, and it just leaves a nice little indentation there on the pepper where the stem was attached. It just comes right off when it's completely ripe. So you don't need to go pulling these things off the plant. You just kind of use your thumb and just kind of, what I was doing on the plant like this, just grab it and you would just, if it comes off, it's ripe. If you have to kind of fight with it, it wasn't completely ripe. So I like harvesting my peppers when they're completely mature. It's just something, like I'll give you an example. I'm drying some ghost peppers out over here. But see, this ghost pepper I had to pick because of the frost, it's not even completely ripe. It's still a little bit green. The top here, it's not coming off. You know, it's still on there. You gotta try to work at it. So there you go. You can tell it's not completely ripe. Now, not all peppers are going to do that. Some of the stems are not just be freely breaking away. But I thought that was a little interesting, neat thing about this. All right, so those of you who have never grown a pubescence pepper, it gets the name pubescence because it means hairy. So some of the stems have a little bit of fuzz on them. This one was not as pronounced as some of the ricottas I've grown before. But check out these awesome purple flowers. See that? They make a nice purple flower, very unique, so it's a lot different than the standard annuum or chinense flower you might be more than used to. So that being said, let's go ahead and break this guy open and show you something else that makes the Ricotta peppers stand out a little bit from other peppers you may grow. Cut this guy open for you. Break it open. Oh, it's super juicy. You can see how juicy it is inside. But check out the seeds. All right, this pepper is not rotten. This pepper is perfectly normal, but the pubescence type pepper have these black seeds in it. Now, these seeds are harder than normal, like a jalapeno or serrano or something. You can just eat the whole seeds. It's not gonna be a big deal. These peppers I find to be, the pepper seeds tend to be a bit more tough shelled. You don't really want to eat them. They're not flavorful really. They're really not that great. So I do want to scrape these out, not because that's going to be overly too hot. I'm trying to lower the heat down like some people may think. I just want to taste this pepper. I don't really need to prove anything, but I also want to save some of these seeds to grow them again next year, because this plant, like I said, is absolutely prolific and there are peppers everywhere. We've had a couple frosts. We got down to 26 one night, and these guys unaffected. I think 2 or 3 leaves may have been kind of a little bit frost damage, but there's a couple in there, but I'm just gonna leave them. So there you go, nice up close look. I mean, if you look at this from here, you can tell this is absolutely juicy. It is almost pulled up with liquid on the inside. So definitely gonna give this a shot. I think, before I try it, I think 20 to 30,000, excuse me. I think 20 to 30,000 is the Scoville heats on this, which is pretty typical for Manzano / Ricotta. But unlike the capsicum annuums or the chinense, I believe it's a different alkaloid of the capsaicin. It's like a dicapsaicin. I could be wrong, but double check me on that. But it's a different type of capsaicinoid, so it burns a little bit differently. It's gonna be more of a deeper, like a deeper tongue burn. It's not gonna be the stingy kind of heat. So if you've never grown or tried a pubescence type pepper, definitely give it a shot. I believe this is one of the lower heat varieties. There are some that are extremely hot or known to be much, much hotter, like the Ecuadorian red, I believe. But yeah, I'm just go ahead and eat the first part of this here. Wow. Yeah, that is extremely juicy. Like extremely, like you're chewing on it. First you get that first initial pubescence kind of taste. I don't know how to describe it, like a fruity, I don't know. It's incomparable because it doesn't taste like any other kind of pepper. And like I said, yeah, it's definitely locking down on my tongue. Definitely just a tongue burn. It's like a deep burn. Like it feels like it's getting like into like your tongue. Like, yeah, whereas you get like some like a ghost pepper or habanero, it's like, it feels like it's a surface burn that just absolutely just sears your whole mouth and your skin. It feels like it's getting into your tissue. It's just a nice smooth burn, not overly hot. Great flavor on this, super juicy, super prolific. The color is awesome. I don't know what it is, but I think this year I kind of fell in love with these orange pods in general, the yellowish pods. All right, but you know, the orange pods, for some reason, I just kind of like it. So maybe it's just the orange color gives it a specific taste. Maybe it's just part of the profile. But yeah, so if you have not tried this out, I'd say 10 to 20,000 Scovilles. It's not overpowering. Like I said, it's only on the tongue. It's not burning in my throat. I'm able to talk after eating it. I wouldn't sit around just munching these just because. You definitely want to cook with these, chop them up, use them in some kind of like soups or some kind of dishes to add a little bit of heat. I love this pepper. I mean, this is great. I'd like to use this again. Definitely going to grow this again. There's not much information out there, so this is either A, mislabeled, or maybe this goes by a different common name. But the seeds I got, it clearly says Rocoto, Peru, Cusco. So if you have any information on the Cusco, Peru, Rocoto, if there's a local dialect or a different name that people may call this, you may see out there, let me know, because, you know, just because someone sells you seeds that's called one thing, it may be called something completely different. But yeah, I like this pepper a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you want some seeds, I can definitely arrange it for you. Like I said, this plant, there are hundreds and hundreds of pods on it, and each plant has, I just pulled about 15 out of this one pod, so I have plenty to share if you're interested. So please tune in next time here at the Hillside Gardener. I'm Dave, your host, signing off with another pod review. We'll see you again, hopefully real soon. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.